Okay guys, I'm just testing out this whole live video thing just to try to check it out, see what it's like to do this. I am doing it kind of early in the morning, but so I don't know how many people we're going to get in here this early in the morning. I got a lot to do today, so I kind of wanted to get on here and try this out. Hey man, what's going on? Good morning. I know it's early, guys. I know it's early. I just kind of wanted to test this out. I haven't done a lot of live stuff. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing this morning? I actually have a lot of jobs to do today. I've got a mulch job to do. I kind of decided not to film it because I just did that mulch video. I hate to kind of keep putting up kind of the same thing over and over. What did I do with my SCAG OCDC? Well, it is still on the 52 right now. I'm still using it. The spring is actually working really good. Haven't had really any problems with the spring system. Hey, whoa. No, I will not forget the wheelbarrow this time. I didn't forget it on the last one either. Wanted to make sure. I actually wrote myself a note and said, "Don't forget the wheelbarrow," because I didn't want to forget that thing. The OCDC chute block. I am looking at another grass flap and putting that on the 52 because I really like the one I put on the 36. I'm very impressed by it. It is built really solid. I feel like the metal that he uses is really thick, really heavy duty. Like here's the pedal right here. And you can see, I mean, that's some pretty thick metal there. I don't know, what, 1/4 inch, something like that. But I have been working with him to get a custom pedal built for the 36 to help him design one that fits on the platform. The issue with the one that we put on the side, or that I put on the side, he wasn't happy with that, was that cable. There's kind of a pinch point there where that cable connects kind of into the pedal. If you look at that video, you can see how the cable's sticking up. There's a little metal piece, or I guess it was this way. But he was worried as I put my foot up here to open and close it that I could hit that cable with my toe and that would bend the cable. And those cables, if you start to get a bend in them or anything like that, I mean, they're gonna fail over time. Between grass flap or the SCAG, brand new 60-inch turf tire. I don't like the SCAG one because I can't take off that rubber chute. That bothers me. I like to have that off. It lets you get in tighter places. It lets you get into the trailer easier. With the SCAG one, pretty much every time I got in the trailer, I had to make sure the chute was closed. And then whenever it was open and I was mowing, it was harder to get around things and get into tight places. I would have to close the chute to be able to do that. I do like the foot control instead of the hand control, because with the SCAG, you know, taking your hands off that handle, it's kind of funky. But I mean, it works. I don't want to completely bash SCAG on their stuff. Yeah, I just cut it off. Yeah, I could have done that, but I took the whole thing off, put a spring on there, and it does work. I missed that one, sorry. Plus with the Z, you gotta drill into the fender. You gotta drill into the fender. I don't know why you have to drill into the fender, but I got V-Ride, so I know I don't have to drill into the fender. I did have to drill into the deck of the 36, which I really wasn't worried about because I had already drilled several holes in it to do the grass catch. I am trying to work on getting the grass catch on there with the chute block on. to see if we can get that set up on there so that I can still bag even though the shoe block's on there. Oh, for the control of it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, on the V-Ride, there's like a bracket at the top, and you know, to be honest, I didn't install it, so I don't know if they drilled holes in there or not. They may have, or there was some factory spots. What's up, Jimmy? How's it going, man? But yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, how many of y'all, did any of y'all go out and buy the grass flat from that video, and did you use the discount code to get it? I'm just curious if that kind of stuff is something that interests you guys, if you like seeing that kind of stuff and seeing products, or if you just prefer just like the mowing vlogs and things like that. I kind of like working with the companies. It's really neat, especially this situation. It's been a lot of fun because he really didn't have a complete design with the 36, and I was able to help him, or not help him, I'll say work with him to get measurements and figure out which way to go. You plan on buying the grass flat? Awesome, man. Make sure you use that discount code. It gets you $10 off. I know it's only $10, but hey, you know, $10 is $10. But I think he told me the discount code is good until June, I think, the 1st or the end of June. I'll have to check with him. But okay, sorry. Somebody decided to call me. Let me go through here and kind of look. We were going to buy one, but using hurricane mulch kit. But the grass flap will go on Toro. Yep. Go about it seriously. I love it, you're saying. Yeah, thanks, man. I do appreciate that. And that's kind of why I want to do stuff like this, is because I want to check out products. I want to see what's best. I want to see, you know, what works. I'm big into... Yeah, it wasn't Jeff this time calling. Thoughts on the hurricane mulch kit? I don't really know. Don't use it. So I don't use any kind of mulch kit. I just use side discharge, and then I use the grass flap now, or the SCAG OCDC sheet. What software do you use to edit and make your YouTube videos? Okay. Yeah, I use iMovie. It is the basic iMovie. It's the free one. It's really all you need. There's a lot of extra stuff if you pay for the nicer one, but you can do a lot of stuff. That's over 5,000 in dump fees with leaves. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that, and it may be something I need to look into, because my local dump does not let companies come in to dump leaves. And I actually live in a neighborhood, so I have nowhere to take my leaves. So a lot of times, I mean, I mulch them up the best I can with the SCAG, and then whatever's left over, I get the 30-inch out because it's got the bagger on it, and I just kind of suck them up with that. And then it's usually just a small bag. Still got 4 foot of snow. Yeah, I see that up north. I see it all snowing up there. It's actually gotten colder here. It's been dropping into the 20s at night, and you know, that's kind of odd for Arkansas at this time of year. It's usually warmer than this, but I guess the average usually at this time is in probably the 60s and 70s, something like that. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Talked about the software. What's your goals for your business when you get older? You know, I don't really know. I know I want to grow the business to the point that I'm not on the mower every day. That's like my ultimate goal right now, is I don't want to be out there mowing. If you've watched some of my other videos about my cancer stuff, is that I live with pain every day, all the time. And so it's something I just have to deal with. I have to work through, and I'm fine with that. That's okay. But at some point, I want to get to the point I've got a couple employees that can run the truck for me, and I can do more of the bidding side of it, the paperwork side of it, the running of the business. And right now, that's kind of my 5-year goal, is to get to that point. After that, I don't know how big I want to get it. I've talked to a lot of guys that have really big companies, and they talk about how it turns into this beast and it's hard to deal with. And you know, they tell me I made more money whenever it was just me and a couple guys. So I really don't know how big I want to take it. I know if at some point I want to sell the company, I need to get it as big as I can get as many commercial contracts as I can get, and kind of go from there. You did subscribe to get to work. That's awesome, man. I haven't really talked to that guy since we did that video that much. It was some cool stuff. I know Supreme, he's doing a bunch of stuff with them. They've been doing giveaways and stuff like that. So you might check them out and to see a little more. Best trimmer line. Right now, I'm actually using... I'm still using that spool of like the cheapest stuff I could find on Amazon. It's okay. I think it's Oregon maybe, that makes like a trimmer line that's got like a piece of wire running through it. That's what I had before. And the other day, I always spool up some to stick in my pocket. Well, I actually found a little spool of that stuff, and I stuck it in my pocket, and I ended up putting it on the trimmer the other day. And it is a big difference from that cheap stuff. I didn't realize how bad that cheap stuff was until I put some of that back on. So I kind of really like that, and once this spool's gone, that's probably what I'm going to go to. The Stihl Pro line. So why don't I make ad videos? I don't know. My customers lives on Fall River. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's several towns named Fall River. You know, I didn't actually name the company. The guy that owned it before me is who named it. So he told me Fall River, Colorado was where he loved to vacation. So it was actually named after Fall River, Colorado. Sorry guys, going through the comments here. Yeah, I guess I need to try out or check out that Stihl stuff. How was lunch with a ring-a-ding? He is a really cool guy. It was really neat to kind of meet him. And, you know, the whole situation of us going up there was we had a death in the family, and it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment trip, and we just kind of had to go. So I kind of hollered at him real quick and said, hey, I've got enough time to have lunch if you have time. And Brian dropped everything, called me up, said, hey, what time are you going to be in? He offered to pick me up from the airport, the whole bit. Thank you, I appreciate that. But he offered to pick me up from the airport. I was like, man, I got a rental car, we're good. So I told him I wanted to eat at a local place, somewhere that we wouldn't go, as people coming in, we wouldn't even know about it. So he took us to this burger place, and he was just like, try this type of burger. I can't remember the name of it, but I guess it's a northern thing. I tried it out. It was really good. I was impressed with it. I got to have a lot of conversation with Brian there at lunch, and that was a lot of fun hanging out with him. Sorry, let me go back here. Man, I'm telling you, sometimes these comments, they go by so fast. Sorry, Jimmy, you're texting me, but I can't look at it right now. Do you get paid by sponsors or by YouTube? Okay, do I get paid by sponsors or YouTube? I'll actually answer this. With YouTube, I do monetize my videos. So before a video starts, if you see that ad, or if you're on the computer and that small ad comes up at the bottom of the screen, you got to X out of it, or over on the right side by the other videos, there's usually a little square ad. All those things, I make fractions of a cent. Let me tell you, it's fractions of a cent. And then sponsors, I think, was the other thing you asked about. With sponsors, sometimes I make a little bit of money with it. Sometimes I don't. Really, a lot of times I'll get the product for free, but in reality, it's not really free because, you know, I'm taking up my time to do the video. I've got lots of equipment. I've got cameras. I've got a lot invested into this video making thing. Now, I do it because it's fun to me and it's a hobby. Yeah, money is money for sure. But yeah, this is just, you know, it started out as a hobby. I've always enjoyed making videos and doing this kind of thing. So, you know, if I can make a little bit of money at the hobby to keep the channel going, to be able to get things. And that's kind of why I want to give back whenever I do get an opportunity to work with these companies. Just like I did the ECHO giveaway of that blower. I think that was last year. Just like I did that, just like I tried to get this discount code for grass flat. I want to find ways to give back, you know, to these guys, all you guys that watch my stuff and are always commenting and things like that. I always want to find ways to give back to y'all because I know because of y'all, these opportunities have come up to where I get the opportunity to check out these kind of products and work with some of these companies. Yeah, man, you can't text me while I'm on a live video. Do I get hated comments? There are some occasionally, here and there. It's gonna happen. I try not to let it affect me. There's a few that will kind of bother me sometimes, and it gets under my skin, and I kind of want to go back at them. But for me, it's like I don't really want to deal with it. I'm the one that I try to ignore it and go on, and you know everybody's got an opinion. Has your company grown since YouTube more or less? YouTube has not really grown my company at all. I've never had someone call me and say, hey, I found you on YouTube and I want to hire your company or I want to get a bid from you. I've never had that situation at this point. But I could see how it could because they could see my work, things like that. But you just never know. Like I said, at this point, I mean, it really hasn't done anything for me. It's just something fun for me to do. It's my pastime and my hobby, and I take up way too much time where I should be working and want to make videos. Let's see here. The hate comments just add fuel to the fire. Yep, you gotta let it do that, man. Do you get a lot of traffic from your website? Yeah, the website's actually done pretty good. Had a lot of traffic on there, and also had a lot of traffic through the Google My Business. Just being, you know, I worked my way to the top. I'm number 2 in my town on Google My Business. I think that's helped a lot because you don't have to click the more button to find me anymore. So I think that's helped. If you can, check out my channel and give me your opinion. 27 lawn care setup. Okay, man, I will try to get on there and check it out tonight and check out your lawn care setup. Because as soon as I'm done with this, I have to go put out about 5 yards of mulch today. with a wheelbarrow, not with buckets. Yeah, Chant. What's up, Lanier? But yeah, Chant, his channel has grown tremendously. I got to meet him last year at the GIE. He is an awesome guy. He was actually nice enough, that picture he made with all of us YouTubers in it, he was nice enough to ship one of those over to me. I thought that was awesome of him. I think I posted a picture of it on Instagram, but I need to put it on the wall. I haven't done that yet. I guess I could. I don't really want to put it out here though because of the weather. I'm worried it'll hurt the picture. How did I improve my Google My Business? That was part of what I worked with Brian Ring on whenever we were building the website, was getting in there and doing some extra things to it. I was able to give him access. He went in and made some changes to help me out. So he kind of did it as part of my website whenever he was building that website. So I don't really know the answer to that, but if you want to check out Brian Ring, he may be able to help you out. What's up, man? It's the other Top Notch Lawn Care. Well, guys, if y'all don't have any more questions, we've already been on here 20 minutes. Wow, that time's gone by really quick. I've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, there's Jason from Ambrose Landscape. What's up, man? Google, Instagram with a dash of Facebook. Yep. What's your goal? What do you mean? My goal for my business? What YouTubers do I like to watch? There's lots. There's a bunch of them. You know, of course, like Top Notch. I watch Ambrose. I watch Jimmy Massey a lot. Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Man, who else? Yes, for your business. Man, I kind of already talked about that. So if you'll go back in the video after we end it, you can see all that where I talk about my goals in my business. I really appreciate you answering or asking the question, but I don't want to, answer it multiple times. So just kind of go back and check that out. How do you feel about possibly someone else having your same business name? I mean, I own the business name in Arkansas, but I don't control it outside of Arkansas, so I guess anybody could have it outside of Arkansas. But in Arkansas, they can't do it because I own it. I have it registered with the state. Nah, it's all good, man. I don't want to sound rude, Kevin, but it's just I've already been on here 20 minutes, and I'm not being rude to you at all. Trust me, I really appreciate the question, but just check it out. Let me see. I'm gonna check what YouTuber. Okay. I think I've answered everybody's questions, but guys, I'm going to get off here. I really appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all the comments. I'm going to try to do this a little more. I kind of like the whole interaction thing with everybody directly. I think that's pretty neat to be able to have these questions. So guys, I really appreciate y'all watching, and I'll be back on here soon. You too, guy. Or Lanier, sorry. Lanier, have a good day, man. I appreciate it. All right, talk to you guys later. Maybe.